Greetings, everybody. This is Morning Eggnog. My name is James Font. With me as normal, Caleb.
Morning, everybody.
So, Caleb, you've heard about all these expensive Starbucks coffee drinks.
No, because I don't go to Starbucks. I pretty much my own coffee and McDonald's are my only two.
And McDonald's coffee, yes, you coffee connoisseurs and snobs out there are not going to agree.
You just cringed a little bit in your heart.
But I will agree that McDonald's coffee isn't horrible.
It's not bad. If you just need a cup of coffee to get you rolling, it's not bad.
Now I realize I've become more of a coffee snob that I'm grinding my own beans at my house.
Ooh, you're a bean grinder.
And so
grind them beans.
I've found that I am a coffee snob because a customer made me coffee when I was at their house, and I was like, ugh, Folgers. It just tastes like paper and brown water.
So the thing about McDonald's coffee is it might not taste the best, but for $1 you can get a large.
Yeah, and if you're a senior, you can get it for like 50 cents or something.
Exactly, and if you go to Big B's or anything like that, you get a large anything, you're going to be paying more than a meal at McDonald's. It's like $5.
And the problem with Big B is it's white people coffee.
It's white people coffee.
Because hear me out.
I'm listening.
So my wife and I went to Grand Rapids, I said this a while ago, and we went to this coffee shop, and it was called something about the Mayan. It was not a white person coffee place.
Okay, we'll roll with that.
But there were only white people in there. Anyways.
So therefore, anyways.
They had a thing called an iced Mayan, and they put chili powder in it.
Ooh.
And it was really, really good. It was cold, and it had a really rich, bold flavor, and then you'd have a little aftershock in the back of your throat.
Of the hot.
Of the hot. It was so good. But if you go to Big B, everything, my wife describes it perfectly, it's just milk and sugar.
Milk and sugar.
It's like, really? This isn't spicy at all.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're going to go with what most middle-class Americans are going to want. And most middle-class Americans aren't going to want chili powder in their coffee. Most of them.
Tisk.
It's when you add some jalapenos. Jalapeno juice.
Buffalo coffee.
Oh, I don't like buffalo sauce.
I hate buffalo sauce. It's gross.
I do not. For some reason, people are like, buffalo sauce is the best thing ever. And it's gross.
It tastes gross. Have you ever been to Nachos Tacos?
No.
In Bryan? You should go there.
I didn't even know there was a Nachos Tacos.
It's the guy. I didn't know this until I talked to somebody. The guy who owns it. This is our local eatery section of the podcast.
I can't snap.
Anyway.
Ow. James burned my fingers.
Yes, I burned them, Mr. Are you the American people talking to the government?
Yes. Yes, I am.
He burned his fingers microwaving a llama.
So if you notice that I'm not using my normal cup because I decided to add cream and sugar or milk and sugar to my coffee, and then I threw it in the microwave, and you go to grab your coffee cup, but this, I guess the llama likes to collect heat, and I roasted my fingers.
Yes.
So I don't have fingers.
We did what all anti-vaxxers do, and we put lavender oil on it. So
exactly.
You should be fine.
We're the doTERRA people.
Anyways, what was I talking about?
We were talking about chili powder, and then we were talking about jalapenos.
Oh, and buffalo sauce is terrible.
And buffalo sauce is terrible.
And then we started talking about Nachos Tacos.
Exactly.
So Nachos Tacos is a business locally to us, and the guy who owns its name is Nacho.
Nacho? Yes.
So
please tell me he's got a picture of Nacho Libre somewhere.
I haven't investigated, but he might.
Oh,
the guy who took my order last time, it could be him. He has a silver front tooth. He's pretty cool.
Ooh.
But anyways, they have the best. It's super flavorful hot sauce.
Ooh, okay.
It hurts the next day. Not hurts, it's just slightly uncomfortable the next day.
Oh. I had a friend give me habanero barbecue sauce.
That sounds delicious and warm.
It was absolutely fantastically terrible.
Because you're just like, this is delicious.
It's
Oh, no, my throat's on fire.
It's like, this is really good.
I don't think we go very far on Hot Ones.
No.
You know what Hot Ones is?
Mm-mm.
It's a online show where they interview rather A-list celebrities, and then they do 10 hot wings on differing
on the scale,
differing Scoville levels, and I think the last one's like 200,000. It's huge.
No.
Several million, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, no, thank you. I do like my stuff toasty. I love spices. But it's like if it roasts your tongue and you can't taste anything afterwards, it's like, what's the point?
To say that you've done it?
To say that you've done it and maybe to purge your bowels.
And to clear out your nostrils. If you're having an bad allergy day, just eat some. Or as Shia LaBeouf said on the newest episode, he's like, oh, he looked at the camera. He's like, oh, I look so sad right now. Because his eyes were red and puffy and he had a tear coming down his face. He's like, oh, I should just eat hot sauce before I do scenes. He's like, it beats being in a room alone. And you're like, wait, what? That's what he does, I guess, to prepare. So anyways, so if you like Starbucks coffee, which it's okay. I haven't been there in a very long time because there's one not, I don't know. It's out of the way to get to. There's one close to us. Anyways.
Yeah, it's up north next to the highway.
Yeah, there's just no point to go there. I don't go there.
Yeah.
But there's a YouTube video, I'll link it down in the description, of a guy. This is the most expensive Starbucks coffee drink.
What?
It commands such a high price. It is $47.30.
No.
Now, the reason it is is because it is 40 shots of espresso. It is a Starbucks quadruple frappe. It has so much caffeine in it. I think I'd probably die. 40 shots of espresso.
That just sounds really bad for you.
Oh, probably. It's just as bad as anything. So one of the most expensive, the most expensive coffee in the world, at least according to this list, financesonline.com, the top 10 most expensive coffees in the world. This coffee is from the Arabica beans by the Black Ivory Coffee Company in Thailand. Similar to civet coffee, it is prepared by elephants that consume the Arabica coffee beans and process them during digestion.
Wait.
Their stomach acid breaks down the beans' proteins and provides a characteristic, robust flavor to the drink. This coffee is rare and expensive because only a small amount of beans are available at any time. You need to shell out $50 a cup for the Black Ivory coffee, which makes it currently the most expensive coffee in the world.
Am I assuming that from the reading of this that it goes through the elephant, so therefore somebody has to be waiting on the other end to collect this coffee?
Yep, that's the idea here.
All right, bring it in, boys.
Did you hear about the guy who got killed by elephant poo?
Yes, that poor family.
Man defecates on elephant.
What? No, that's...
I know, I read it backwards. I'm dyslexic. This is from Snopes.com. Fact check. Elephant defecates on man. Was a zookeeper really killed when an elephant defecated on him? False, according to Snopes.com.
Okay.
So that is not true. The claim is a zookeeper in Germany was killed when an elephant defecated on him. It is, according to Snopes.com, false. And then there's a whole article, and I'm not going to read it, but there's a picture of an elephant pooping. I don't think that looks real.
No.
That looks like half the weight of the elephant.
Did you know a kiwi, the bird, has an egg that is like 1/3 its body?
1/3 its what?
Yeah.
So that would be the equivalent of like my torso falling out of me.
It would be the equivalent of a lady giving birth to a 4-year-old. Yeah. I mean, if they actually show the picture of the kiwi and like the bone structure, and it shows the egg in it, and it actually like compresses its internals so it can't eat right before it has the egg. It is monstrous. Incredible. How did we get on this topic? We were on coffee.
I was talking, with elephant poop coffee. Come on.
Elephant poop coffee. Yeah.
So, Caleb, what did you have for us today?
Okay, so I've got... I
like your password. Ooh, you've been getting the Joaquin Phoenix Joker stuff on your newsfeed, too.
I don't know why.
I would say this is my hot take on Joker. I saw it once. I'm going to go see it today because it's... I don't say this much about films, but it was a... And other people are saying it. It was a masterpiece.
Okay.
Cinematography-wise, it was gorgeous. Story was okay. It brings up a lot of things about mental health, and it's a good movie.
Okay.
I would highly suggest it if you're into R-rated, gritty things.
I'm not, so I'm probably never going to watch it.
It's okay.
All right, so here we go. We've got two gentlemen in Florida. That's always a great place to start.
You said that way too nicely. You need to be two men in Florida, two Florida men.
Yeah.
You got to say it with southern twang because you're reporting from Georgia.
No. So Timothy and Noah were arrested October 3rd. Each was charged with unlawful taking of an alligator, which is a felony in Florida.
It's kind of like back in the old days if you stole someone's horse.
Yeah, I guess.
It's a felony, except these guys didn't get hung.
They didn't get hung, but they got put in jail. According to Florida Fish and Wildlife conservation is not the right word. Conservation is the proper term, people.
Neither of us can read on Morning Eggnog.
Exactly. Reported a complaint was received in August about these gentlemen holding an alligator. A video apparently shows one of the guys trying to get the alligator to bite his arm, and he gave beer to the reptile. After which the alligator reacted aggressively.
Now here's the question. What kind of beer?
Probably, if it's down there, it's like Netty Light.
Natty or Coors or Keystone.
Keystone.
It was Keystone.
So he told the officers he caught the reptile with his bare hands on August 26th.
Now the question is, was he, I guess you can't say this, but was he intoxicated when catching with the alligator?
He told officers that he had a couple of beers, but he wasn't drunk.
That's what all drunk people say.
I had a couple of beers, and
I
then
had 27 beers. It takes 40 to get me drunk.
Exactly. I only count, so 27 times 2 divided by the sum of the alligator equals a few.
Yup. Where?
Mathematical equations from a Florida hillbilly.
Yup. Oh.
Except Florida really doesn't have hills, so that would be technically a redneck.
Florida flatbilly.
Flatbilly.
Hello, I'm from the Florida swamp billy.
Oh,
I'm a swamp, but could you imagine a billy goat in the swamp? That'd be scary.
Nah.
It's just covered in mud and chasing. If it charges you.
That was my attempt at a screaming goat.
Oh, that was a screaming goat. Okay.
Yeah, haven't you ever heard this?
I'm just gonna do a fainting goat.
Haven't you ever seen the? Ow!
Your
head is heavy.
I hit you way harder than I wanted to.
How's your temple?
I'm fine. Your shoulder.
It's a little tender now.
I hit your muscle or your bone?
No, you hit the bone.
Oh, I hate that.
The bone sucks.
Was that the end of it?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it.
That's exciting, wasn't it?
It is. I mean, if you think about it wholly, if you start thinking about it, if you just read it, it makes sense. It's
We
a
like
Florida
to
man.
we
It's
like
a
to
Florida
add
man
to it.
story. It's a Florida man story.
Yeah, maybe one day we'll act it out for you.
Now, Caleb,
Yes,
you've been married for how many years now?
8 years.
8 years. So, what is the longest kiss you have ever shared with your wife? This sounds really creepy.
I know. It's like if you go too long, you sound creepy, and if it's too short, are you romantic?
Me asking you in general is just creepy. But yeah, hey Caleb, what's the longest you ever kissed your wife?
I don't know.
Like what? Maybe 2 minutes?
2 minutes. What do you mean?
I'm saying like a long.
Do you mean like
kiss.
staying connected for 2 minutes?
Or making out? Yeah, that's different.
That's
very different. Making out. Okay, longest sustained kiss where your lips are on each other's lips.
20 to 30 seconds, maybe. Maybe.
You are not dedicated enough.
That's kind of why I was thinking. I'm like, if it's not long enough, I won't sound dedicated. If it's too long, I'm gonna sound creepy.
I'm trying to think.
Like, what would be considered an adequately long kiss?
Well, how long are the kisses when veterans like come home and they kiss their wife for the first time in 2 years? It's like
30 seconds, maybe.
Yeah, it's like
it's usually a lot of
camera always pans around them.
And it's like usually like quick kisses too.
Yeah.
It's not like
it's a bunch of kissing.
Yeah, and if you put it in
It's
slow
quantity.
motion, it'll last twice as long.
Exactly.
So that's why I do everything in slow motion.
So the reason I asked that, Caleb, Valentine's Day wouldn't be. Well, I screwed that up.
You screwed up Valentine's Day?
This is the list of the Guinness World Book of Records Valentine's Day challenges.
No.
And some of them are kind of sweet. The longest marriage, lasting 86 years and 9 months and 16 days of February 2011. Herbert Fisher sadly died that Sunday.
That's incredible.
But he was born. He was born in 1905 to 2011. That's a long time.
Yeah.
The oldest love poem, the largest collection of teddy bears. I'm not really sure how. I mean, I guess teddy bears technically go along with that.
Yeah, they do.
The largest mural of kisses, the largest chocolate truffle. And then the most hugs given in 24 hours was 8,709 hugs. Who is the guy at the party who's always like, hey, come on, give me a hug. Come on. I hate that guy.
You have guys like that?
Oh yeah, there's people like that. You've never seen the come on, give me a hug guy? You've never run into one of those guys?
No.
If you've run into a come on, give me a hug guy, leave a comment down below. But the reason I asked about your kissing is not just my creepiness. It's the longest kiss of all time was by a Thailand. Would it be Taiwanese couple? A couple in Thailand. Pfft, wrong word.
So they'd be Thai.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways, it lasted a total of 58 hours, 35 minutes, and 58 seconds.
Ew.
Now think about that.
Wait,
You're breathing.
Is that just like lip to lip? Look at him. He's like staring off like, okay. I'm sorry, but this is just weird to me. So is it like a 58-hour kissing session or makeout session, or is this like 58 hours connected by the lips?
The longest kiss lasted that amount of time, achieved by this Thai couple in the event organized by Ripley's Believe It or Not in Thailand on February 2013. 9 couples entered the annual competition, including a married couple in their 70s. However, the previous record holder was a couple people who I can't pronounce their names, who came out on top, scooping a cash prize and 2 diamond rings, as well as a Guinness World Book of Record, or a place in the Guinness World Book of Record.
So it's kind of like touch the car. The last person to have their hand on the car wins.
Touch the car lip edition. Except your wife's a car. Wait, what?
So you win your wife?
I don't know. You win a cash prize and some rings.
And some rings.
But yeah, I'm assuming it's. But think about that.
How do you go to the bathroom?
You're breathing each other's air.
After 52 hours, you think you'd get bad breath too? Yeah.
Anyways,
there's so many things wrong with this.
So yeah, 58 hours. So if you want to try to beat that record, go for 60, everybody. Just, everybody sets out to do different records, and then they get like 4 hours into it, and they're like, oh, this is terrible.
This is a stupid idea.
Like, I watched a video where they did a 24-hour challenge inside a Tesla.
Okay.
Or no, I'm sorry. Whoever gets out of the Tesla last wins the Tesla.
Okay.
And like they had to like poop in buckets and stuff. And
exactly.
Like, I'm just like, oh yeah, I forget about that.
And then you win that Tesla, but then forever you'll remember, oh yeah, George pooped right there. Forever.
So
it's
so
like
gross.
Dang it. It's back.
Dang
that
it,
smell.
George!
Gotta get this thing cleaned again. You missed.
Yes.
The words you never want to hear your child say. I missed.
Daddy, I missed.
Oh, gosh. So, recreational vehicles are fun.
They are. I don't know if I've driven.
You haven't?
I've driven go-karts. That's a recreational.
That's
thing.
considered
I guess
recreational. But
I've
the
never been
military
mudding.
military likes to take vehicles and make them even better.
They took a go-kart and made it military grade.
That would be sweet. They probably have.
They definitely have.
I'm guessing they have. But anyways, so according to this article, they have decided that Ford is going to help them out
All right.
with a vehicle. So they're walking along the line and go, oh, look, the F-3500. We could do that. No.
Or maybe they looked at the Ford Transit and they're like, yeah, we
The
can
Ford Transit.
with EcoBoost.
With EcoBoost, we could pack all kinds of people in this thing. They said, no. Oh, the Ford Raptor, right?
Dude, the Ford Raptor, go watch a video on that. It's a sick truck.
The Ford Raptor.
They definitely chose the Ford Raptor, right?
No, they walked by the Ford Raptor and they're like, oh, the Ranger. The Ford Ranger is perfect for the military.
If you're watching a YouTube video, I'm going to insert a picture here of the Ford Ranger. This is a military vehicle.
Yeah.
Now, I
the
guess.
Ford Ranger, which is
This is the Raptor.
This is a Raptor.
This is the Ranger.
Which would you rather have?
This is a go-kart.
And this is a Hummer.
Yeah, the Hummers are so much beefier and way cooler looking.
Yeah. You think out of all the you have the Raptor. Why would you not use the Raptor? It's just a little bit bigger.
It's a little bit bigger. The Ford Ranger has always, to me, looked like the sissy truck in comparison
To all other trucks.
because it's like, or it's
like the El Camino of trucks.
It's the El Camino trucks, or if you're like a 70-year-old man, you drive the Ranger because you still want a pickup truck, but you don't need to spend $80,000 on it.
Exactly.
So Ford Ranger.
The Ford Ranger.
Maybe they need to get in small spaces.
Okay,
With
well
a
in
pickup truck.
that case, get something else.
A go-kart.
A go-kart. That's what they need. Military grade go-karts.
I mean, that's kind of what Borderlands is, the go-kart with the chain gun on top.
Yeah. I mean, they have dune buggy style vehicles and stuff too. I don't know when they would ever use them
I don't know.
in the military.
Well, thank you so much for joining us here on Morning Eggnog. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. For what do you got there, Caleb? If you're watching the video portion of this podcast, we now have coasters with our faces on them and the name of our show.
There's
So
nothing on the back. I don't
if-
know why I just flipped it.
If you would like a coaster to keep for yourself, you should get a coaster.
You should get a
You can
coaster.
message it-
We've
so-
got lots of them.
You can message us on Facebook and Instagram or email us at this podcast loud at morningeggnog@gmail.com if you want a coaster. They're absolutely free. You just have to pay $30 in shipping and handling. No, they're absolutely free. But yeah, be sure to follow us on all those platforms to find out what's going on. If you want to send us a message, have a topic, or if you even want to be on the podcast, you can do that through those outlets. You can listen to us on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, and PodBean. And if you are listening on those services and you want to see our beautiful faces, go to youtube.com/C. I don't know why they have to be a C, /James Fox Pod.
There you go.
Cast. Have a great morning, noon, or night.
See ya.